So in this video, I'm going to show you seven totally free, it won't cost you a penny out of pocket, Kontakt libraries to use in your DAW. Next.
Red Pack Drums.
Welcome fellow drum nerds and music producers, it's Jonathan from Red Pack Drums. On this channel we create videos of unique sounding and looking percussive instruments, from sound examples to musical performances, interviews and music production tutorials. So if you're a producer, a musician or a drum nerd just like us, please consider subscribing and liking the video so we can get the custom drum word out. We as Red Pack Drums are focused on getting you custom built drums to your desktop. This way you can play around with drum sounds for your electronic kit or for your home productions that wouldn't be available without having to sell your kidney. So if you guys have any suggestions of expensive or exclusive drums that you would love to have in the sample library, please leave them in the comment section and we would definitely consider adding these to our roster. So I'm proud to announce that we released our DS Drum RCS Essentials demo version. So this is a totally free stripped down version of our RCS Essentials library. This one you can download to try out to see if you like it or not. You can use it indefinitely. There is a full drum kit there with 2 different snares. We also did some fine tuning in the GUI, in the mixer. We listened to some feedback we got from customers. For example, they wanted to audition the toms on the drum screen, so we put that in. But I'll walk you through some updates later on in the video. So the link is in the description below if you want to try it out. Also, all the other libraries I'm going to show you are also linked in the description below. So I'm not sponsored by any of these manufacturers to make this video. This is just what I researched, just what I found on the internet, totally for free. So you guys can use them in your own productions. So with that said, we are also working on the next library, and that is going to be the VK Cast Bronze Heavy Metal Drum Kit. This is a 300-pound cast bronze shell kit with a shit ton of Pisces cymbals. We put in the root Pisces cymbals. This is going to be the heavy metal kit built from heavy metal. So if you want to keep up to date on the release of this bad boy, subscribe to our newsletter. I'll send you an email when it's up and running. So with all this news out of the way, let's jump in the session and I'll walk you through the sample libraries I found. Okay, first I'll play you a piece I've created in like a half hour with free MIDI stuff I found from the internet, with free MIDI grooves from our sample pack. These days you don't really have to know any music theory to create some piece of music. So let's listen to that. Pretty cool, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. So let's start with our free DS Drum Mahogany. So this is the DS Drum Mahogany. We gave it a little bit of a different view on the dashboard screen. I talk a lot about our sample library, of course, obviously. So I'll go through it very quickly. If you want to see more of it, go to our other videos. I'll just show you the updates we did. So first, let's go to the drum screen. Yeah, you can now audition the toms and the kick, even the snare here. So you have the tuning dial is the same. This is the same as in the RCS Essentials. only you cannot choose the other drum kits. This is the mahogany kit and the felt beater. The snares, you can audition them all, even in the different tunings. But because it's a free version, we gave you the brass and the mahogany for free. It was on the high tuning, right? I think so. Same with the cymbals. There is one complete set in here. In the complete version, you get 2 sets of cymbals. So the mixer got an overhaul, and the main thing is when there's a mute button on or a solo button on anywhere on a tab, this light, the blue one or the red one, will light up here. That's really easier and faster to find where there is a mute button on or a solo button. You can see I put solo on, blue button goes on. And that's the same with EQing and FX. When there is something on, so that on the snare top track or on the snare track, there is an EQ on. I can see it because the line is up. You can see, but now it's gone. So now there's a line under it. So now you can see there is EQing on this track. It's the same with the FX. So if you're using some kind of FX, the line under the FX will light up. Much faster, much easier to find some processing that you did in the mixer. Other big update is that you can, with these buttons here, you can switch all the faders to spread function. You can, if you click it again, you go back to the volume faders, gate. So it's really easy, faster to go through all the thingies, all the features. And also when you go to another tab, all the gate stays on. Just when you click it again, it's out, it's gone. Pitch, same. So that works really well, really fast if you're processing the drums in our mixer. Hope you guys like it. Test the shit out of it. If there's anything, send me a DM, send me an email. I don't, something I would love to know. So get it for free in the link in the description. Let's see. Next. Lockdown Kitchen. I really like this thing. This is a kitchen sampled. If you need any kind of percussion, this you can get percussion for free. So let me audition some sounds within the library. Let's pull this up for now. This is the gas lighter, right? So there's a real ton of samples. And there's even more. You can go to the left here. On everything that's sampled, you can go in. You can compress it. You can use some distortion, output level, reverb, tone for everything in this, for every sample thing in this library. So you have like 3, even the washing machine. What the hell is this thing doing? B7, C8. Where is that? Somebody stomping on his wash machine, I don't know. So we need the wash machine with more reverb. Yeah, baby. What the hell? So there's a ton of samples in the thing, totally for free. Link is in the description. I use it with some percussion. I use the pepper and salt. Let me listen. Let me listen. I think I used the pepper and salt and a frying pan or something. The tonk, tonk, tonk. With the beat. Pretty cool, right? Next. Project Exodus. This is like a synthesizer. Also got a ton of sounds in it, different instruments. I used a big lush on this thing. Pretty cool, right? And there's a ton of other stuff in there, and because it's a free library, it won't show up in your library section here. So if I can show you a nice trick to load it up quickly and find it quickly, you just add it to your quick load window here, down here. So click on the quick load here. This window will pop up, and you can put it in here, right? And you just drag and drop it, pop, and it will load it up. Or go to Files, Project Exodus, and here you can find all the, there's a pretty extensive list of NKE files they made. You can switch them through here, clicking the arrow. Let's go a little bit up, 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 up. If you need some kind of synthesizer stuff, go check out this Project Exodus. Let me put it back on the big lush. The SEQ Housefire. Not sure what that. So when you put these together, you get this. Cool, right? Next. Amore Grand Piano. It is what it says, a grand piano. Sounds like this. So it's a pretty simple GUI, not any shiny thing, but it sounds pretty cool. Here you can do some EQing, auto sustain. You can fuck around with the envelope. There's a reverb, some different kind of reverbs. Reverbs always make a piano, well, everything sound better without reverb. Don't forget, it's totally free. If you need a grand piano, go check it out. I'm not going through every feature of these things. I don't even know it. I just loaded it up, fucked around with it, and made a piece of music with it. But you get the gist of it. Next, Shreddage 3. Shreddage 3. Let me see what this does. Sounds like a guitar to me. As you can see, I put it in my quick load window as well for fast loading. Yeah, there's a ton of options here. I think I just let me see. I used some effects here. There's a mixer tab. It's pretty extensive library, this. So I put on a flanger, a chorus, and a reverb. Let me bypass these for a moment. You could probably find a lot more in-depth walkthrough videos on this thing because it's a pretty extensive library. But if you need a guitar, go check out the Shreddage 3, yeah baby. Next, Devastator. So Devastator is not exactly a virtual instrument. It's just a ton of samples, one-shots, stuff like that you can use for your productions. But it looks freaking amazing. I really like this glowy robot thing. And yeah, it got from low basses, risers. Let me see. I just use the downer for this track. At the end, but there's a ton of samples in this thing and some effect processing here. I will show you some sounds. Reversed effects and risers. And you can see here, these green notes are the actual samples, and these blue notes you can lower or rise the pitch of the sample. So if I click, for example, this one, or this one, same sample, but it just plays it faster and higher pitched. You can see. Let me try this one. So you can use both of these keys to adjust to your tone or your pitch of your song. Let me show you some different ones. Pretty cool. Tonal loops. So some industrial drum samples, one shots probably. So this cinematic wayo wayo clap. So if you need to lower the pitch, click the lower blue notes. Pretty cool. There's a ton of cool samples in there. Go check it out. Devastator. Devastator Warzone. Link in the description. Next, Ferrum Free Edition. I used in the track like a sword thingy. I like shing, king, ping. I like these stuff. Ding. On the snare hit. Also, I'll show you a cool MIDI trick in Cubase. If you program some stuff right on the grid and you wanted to give it a little bit more of life, you can go in there and put it a little bit off the grid, a little bit more velocity or lower, so not every hit is the same. But you can use Cubase to randomize that. I think I used it here. So you go to MIDI modifiers in your inspector window, MIDI modifiers, and choose a randomization target. In this case, I used position, and then you can tell Cubase I want the max value 2 hits up and down. So it's like a 4 watt thingy difference between all the hits. And you can do that with velocity, with pitch, with the length of the notes. So if you, depends on if you're programming a piano or a percussive instrument, you need position or velocity or pitch to just give it a little bit more of life, so that not everything is right on the grid. Pretty handy for Cubase, for the Cubase users. Back to Ferrum. So let me show you the samples in there. Put a little less reverb on them. Put that a little bit louder. So this is somebody hitting on their forks and knives. You could add these to the lockdown kitchen. I like this one. Tang tang. Get more. It gets lower and more intense on the lower scale of the piano. On the higher scale, that's the ping ping, the higher frequency spectrum stuff. And you can, I was playing around with the microphone. So it's like a panner, and you can put it back into the room and in front of the room. Pretty cool. Reverb, envelope. You have some different stuff here, different kind of reverbs. The ADSR you can find over here. Whatever. Pretty cool. There's some more stuff. Rhythm, I don't know what the hell, effects. So you can use all the Kontakt effects on this thing. So pretty cool. I'm not sure what this rhythm thing does, but let me see. Okay. If you like this thing, find a tutorial. You can figure it out yourself. So last but not least, it's the free Orchestra by Project Sam. There's a ton of orchestra instruments in this thing. I use the short strings to complement the piano part that goes like this. use the octaver, so it will automatically put an octave on the short strings. Master EQ. These are just adding some high end probably. But there's a ton of stuff here. Heroic horns. I already saw that you add the mixer, so you can add all these different instruments here down below. You can see, Bob. You can see on the piano roll where the notes are adding. So if I mute or solo the risers, it will automatically give you the notes for only the risers. If you unmute it, they will overlap. Look at here. So there's like 3 or 4 playing at the same time. So you can get really creative with this, or it can put you off because it will sound all together. So the other libraries I showed you are all free Kontakt libraries. You don't actually need a full license of the Kontakt player, but if you use the free player, it will shut down the demo version after 15 minutes of use. So that's a bit of an annoyance, but this one doesn't have that. You get a free license with the free player. So that's pretty cool. So if you need some orchestrated, so you need some violins or orchestra instruments, you really need to check out this free orchestra sample library. Yeah, you got a ton of shit here. Organs, power strike. Let me check these. Add the mixer. Solo. Drones. Horns. Pretty cool. So that's it for today. If you made it to the end, please give the video a like. If you want me to make more of these free sample libraries, Kontakt sample libraries, or other stuff like this, please give it a comment as well. I'll check it out. I can do some more research for other free sample libraries. If you want to get to know our drum sample library, of course, check it out in the link. Try it out. I would love to hear what you think of it. So if you need more samples, more different tones, get the RCS Essentials complete bundle. It's all the drum tones you would ever need. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Jonathan out. Red Pack Drums.